The Crunch are right back in action this afternoon with an afternoon matinee here on Veterans Day as they hit the road to take on the Utica Comets. It's the second matchup of a 12-game season series between the Crunch and the Comets, and the first of two games here in just a couple of days. The Crunch will host the Comets this upcoming Friday at the War Memorial Arena. Crunch enter the week after a two-game weekend in which they split a pair of games. They won on home ice on Friday against the Belleville Senators. That come from behind overtime win against Belleville. Then on Saturday, the Crunch were shut out for the first time this season. They had 35 shots on goal, but Casey DeSmith was great for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins, and the Penguins came out with a 2-0 victory over the Crunch, and so Syracuse now has lost a handful of road games in a row. They haven't won on the road since way back in October, their third game of the season. That was October 12th against the Cleveland Monsters. So the Crunch try to get back on track today against the Utica Comets. Still played pretty well in the game on Saturday against the Penguins.
Well, I thought, you know what, we had our chances. No doubt in my mind that their goalie was the difference in the game. Our goalie, Spencer, gave us a chance to win. Their goalie was good, but I think we got to do a better job at being in front of the goalie, and we got to do a better job at taking second chances. There's too much turning in the O-zone. Like we got to stop and be in front of the net. And I also think that our defense got to do a better job at taking those pucks to the net. We have opportunities, but sometimes we miss. Sometimes the shot is too high. Sometimes the shot is blocked. So it's for us offensively to put all that together, be on the same page, and I think we're going to generate more.
It's the Crunch and the Comets here on this Veterans Day afternoon. Utica got off to a tremendous start this year, 8 wins in a row in the month of October. Since then, they have certainly cooled off, partially because of injuries and recalls. But in the last 5 games, the Comets have just 1 win. They had a 4-game losing streak after the 8-game winning streak. That was snapped on Saturday with an overtime win from a 2-goal deficit down against the Binghamton Devils. Reed Boucher's been out with an injury. Sven Berchi was recalled up to Vancouver. Those are two of the big-time producers for the Comets early in this year. So the offense has certainly cooled down after an electric start to the regular season. It's the Crunch of the Comets, second time here this year from the Adirondack Bank Center in Utica. 3 o'clock puck drop. You can catch all the action on ESPN Radio and AHLT with Countdown to Crunch Time starting at 2:45. And then it's the Crunch of the Comets here from the Adirondack Bank Center in Utica.